of Duty Black Ops 7 trailer is here, and it's getting ratioed. People are disliking it more than liking it. They're going to pre-order Battlefield 6. They want innovation. They're complaining. All sorts of things are going on. People are bashing Call of Duty, and I'm here to tell you that the problem is not Call of Duty. It's this. While I understand as a Call of Duty fan, people have that expectation, I would like to make one thing very clear. Nostalgia doesn't change anything. I grew up in the same era as most people did. For the record, I'm almost 30. I grew up in that era of Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, etc. During the good old days, people did not view them as the good old days. Every year when a game came out, they were complaining about it being the same. There was no innovation. They wanted this, they wanted that.
Fans wanted innovation. Whether you want to admit it now, at that time, you wanted it.
All people did was complain. So when I see people today on Twitter and Instagram and stuff making jokes and memes about how Call of Duty sucks and how I wish I was in the good old days before I left them, etc., etc., the problem is not the games. The problem is you. I understand that the attitude we have towards nostalgia can be blinding per se, because I grew up playing Finest Hour on the PlayStation 2. I had Modern Warfare 3. I played that for about 10 years, legit. Bought it in 2011, stopped in around 2020, 2021, something. So I understand what it's like to want to recapture the good old days, because for a while I simply refused to leave, which in its own way is almost more embarrassing. I want to make it clear that the games have not changed. Call of Duty has always been, to a certain extent, crap. Let's just be honest. Taking the nostalgia goggles off, back in the good old days, people were crying about dedicated servers. There's no dedicated servers, the lag, the hit markers, the lack of innovation, all that stuff. And then they got it with Advanced Warfare.
Whether you want to admit it now, at that time, you wanted it.
And then complained some more. Perhaps the best way to describe Call of Duty is it's like a Saturday morning cartoon. It's fast-paced, it's dumb, it's mindless. You don't need much skill to be good at it. All those quick scoping montages, which are clearly fake, are not real. That's not what real Call of Duty is. Call of Duty is, as I said, the video game equivalent of a Saturday morning cartoon. People in my generation that grew up in the golden era with Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, are not kids anymore. This is no longer our game. This is no longer our franchise. We should be moving on to bigger and better things. And no matter how many times Activision recreates Nuketown or Rust or remasters a campaign, those glory days are not coming back. The last time I played Modern Warfare 3, for example, on the 360, it occurred to me while I was playing that I didn't actually miss the game. I missed the carefree days and the lack of responsibility that I enjoyed back then at that age. I'm an adult now. I have responsibilities. I got a job, trying to get a YouTube channel off the ground. All kinds of things going on in the world. Those days are never coming back. And it's not fair to the younger people, the teenagers who like the memes, who like the games of today, who like Fortnite and Warzone and all that, to dog them and degrade them for liking this stuff, because it's their game now. This is their childhood. It's about them. Call of Duty is a game for children. All right? In spite of the M rating, in spite of the swearing, in spite of the violence, it is an arcade shooter made for 12-year-olds. And that is what it has always been. Nostalgia has blinded us to that. We've forgotten about the lack of dedicated servers. And what makes me most mad about this whole discussion about how Call of Duty 7 is crap, which, again, maybe it is. I'm not going to buy it. Like, why would I? I'm an adult. But it seems to me that people let nostalgia blind them to the reality. Back in those days, in case you're too proud to acknowledge it or admit it because you're all stubborn, back in those days, all people complained about, as I've said repeatedly throughout this video, lack of dedicated servers, lag, hit markers, lack of innovation.
Whether you want to admit it now, at that time, you wanted it.
All that stuff is the stuff that they're complaining about now, okay? Just because you grew up with it does not change the fact that if you actually did like those games, and they were as amazing as you want to believe they were, they would have been that amazing back then. Call of Duty, as I said before, is the video game equivalent to a Saturday morning cartoon. Let the 10-year-olds enjoy it. Let them enjoy their Nicki Minaj skins and their Crash Bandicoot and Snoop Dogg and Ninja Turtles and all the crap that Call of Duty is. And yes, I admit wholeheartedly I'm a hypocrite. I don't know if any of you have seen my live streams, but I spend thousands of dollars on loot boxes for World War II. Guilty. I'm willing to do that for the lulz, but I'm not under the pretenses that I'm reliving the glory days or some childish delusion like that. That is not what it's about. It's about fun. I'm willing to abase myself for entertainment. You kind of have to be if you want to be a YouTuber, to a certain extent. I am under no pretenses that these games that I grew up with, even the ones I liked Modern Warfare 3. That was one of the best games ever. It was so much fun. The sniping on Mission or the camping on Intersection and Liberation and Oasis and all these great maps, the Spec Ops, everything, was at best popcorn fun. Saturday morning cartoon fun. That is what Call of Duty is best at. That is what Call of Duty has always been. Even the really good ones. Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3, Advanced Warfare. I'm one of the few people that actually liked that game. So take that for what it's worth. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 being dogged on and ratioed, which I don't get. Because looking at it now, as a whole piece of the pie, I understand that Call of Duty is simple, dumb fun. And that's all it's ever going to be. And that's all it ever was. So, before you guys start hating on the game, hating on tryhards, hating on whoever you want, just understand that you cannot, in reality, have your cake and eat it too. Just accept the fact that the glory days are gone and you got to live through them. And let the kids, let the youngsters, let the 12-year-olds, the 13-year-olds, Gen X, Gen Alpha, whatever it is, enjoy their glory days. Because that is who it's about. Guys, this was kind of a mean elitist video. Hit that thumbs down button. Tell me why I'm wrong down in the comments. Don't buy Black Ops 7. I'm still not going to. But have a great day. God bless.